Welcome back to Big Nick's Meats and Treats. Christmas is right around the corner, and you might be thinking about getting that chef in your life or that pitmaster in your life a meat thermometer for Christmas. And I know the choices can be overwhelming. There's so many to choose from. So I want to go through them one by one, tell you what I like about them, what I might not like about them. Let's do it. Well, as you may know, I'm a brand ambassador for ThermoPro meat thermometers. 7 years ago, when I really started cooking a lot, I bought some ThermoPro meat thermometers and I really liked them. And I've just stuck with them because they've been affordable and they do what they're supposed to do. The first one I want to talk about is the TP15. Okay, I keep 2 or 3 of these on hand all the time. I've done a video on it before. I'll put a link to it in the description. The things I really like about the TP15 is it's super affordable. They're only like 15 or 17 bucks, something like that. It's got a super fine tip, so when you're cooking fish or delicate meats, it's not going to put a big old hole in the meat, which I really like. They call this an instant read meat thermometer, but it's realistically it's like 2 to 3 second read. It's very small. It's got a magnet on it, so you can stick it to the side of your stove. Good meat thermometer. Next, we have the ThermoPro Lightning. This is one of their newest thermometers. It's a true instant read thermometer. It reads in 1 second. It's a little bit bigger than the TP15, quite a bit bigger actually. But what I like about it is when you pull the probe out, it actually turns on, and it's got a really big LCD display, and when you flip it over, the numbers also flip over. It turns off when you close it. It's quite a bit more expensive. I think it's in the $35 range, but it reads in 1 second, super handy. I've been using it now for about a month and I've really liked it. So that's a good option also. The next thermometer I want to talk about is the ThermoPro TP25. This is my only wired meat thermometer that I use, and the reason I use this is because it came with 4 wired probes. And the reason I like that is because I have multiple smokers, and a lot of times I'll have stuff going in multiple smokers at the same time, or I might be doing 2 pork butts in one and a brisket in the other, and I can manage all the meats at the same time having multiple probes, and I like that. The other nice thing about the ThermoPro TP25 is it goes to your phone. So you use a ThermoPro app on your phone, it goes to your phone so you can manage it on the phone, as well as showing the temperatures on the screen. So I really like that. The downside of it is actually has wires, okay? So you have to clean the wires all the time, and you have to be careful not to get water down inside of them and things like that. But that's the only downside. I use this one quite a bit. It's in the $50 price range, I think, something like that. Also a nice option. The next one I'd like to talk to you about is the ThermoPro Original Temp Spike. When this thing came out, I about lost my mind because it is fantastic. I use this thing all the time. It is basically 2 probes in one. It has a sending unit, a base unit, and the probe has the back end here measures ambient temperature in your smoker, and the tip of it measures temperature of the meat that you're doing as long as you're all the way up to the line on the probe. And I use this thing all the time. Prime ribs, turkeys, chickens, anything that's a big meat. One of the downsides about it, if you compare it to like the TP15, the probe is quite a bit thicker, so you don't want to use it on delicate meats and things like that. The base unit goes to an app on your phone, so you can manage that on your phone, and it also charges the unit. So when you snap it back into the case, it charges it for you. Plus it comes with a USB cord so you can plug it in and charge the whole base unit too. The battery life on these things is ridiculously long, super handy. I really like this one. The next one I want to talk to you about is the ThermoPro Twin Probe Temp Spike. This came out, I think last year sometime. Super cool. Basically everything that was awesome about the original Temp Spike, but they give you 2 probes. A black and a white one works exactly like the original. Plus, the booster unit now has an LCD display. So not only does it work with the app in your phone, you can just look at the booster unit too if you don't have your phone handy, and it'll tell you everything that's going on there. And the booster unit charges both probes and it comes with a USB cord. So super, super handy if you've got multiple smokers or you're doing multiple meats at the same time. Really like this too. And the last thermometer that I keep on hand is the ThermoPro TP410. This is not really a meat thermometer, it's more of an infrared thermometer. And what I use this for is if I'm frying something in a frying pan, or I want to see how hot my pan is, I just point this at the pan and a laser shoots out and it tells you what the temperature of the grease is and things like that. So I don't have to keep a grease thermometer. Really, really handy for stovetop cooking and stuff, and super, super affordable. This is super handy to have around. I know the amount of choices can be overwhelming because there's just so many to choose from. I have a lot of meat thermometers, but I use every single one of these and they each kind of have a different purpose. And I'm confident that that chef or pitmaster in your life, one of these is going to work out for them. I'll put some links down below. Check them out. See if you can find the one that you think is going to work best for that chef or pitmaster in your life. We'll be doing some other videos soon. Tell your friends and family about us. Give us a like and a subscribe. ThermoPro's got a new Temp Spike Plus that just came out. I'll be doing another review on one of those real soon. Until I see you next time, watch me work, baby. Watch me work.